It's not Juneau, it's not Skagway, it's Sitka. But here's the thing, Sitka might just be Alaska's best-kept secret. It's not just another cruise town. It's the perfect blend of Russian history, Tlingit culture, and wildlife so close you'll question why you ever bothered with zoos. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll realize that the real crime would be staying on the ship while everyone else discovers why Sitka is the port stop that Alaskans themselves actually visit on vacation. Your cruise ship will either dock at the Sitka Sound Cruise Terminal about 6 miles north of downtown or anchor in the harbour, with tenders shuttling you to shore. If you dock at the terminal, don't worry. There's a free shuttle service that runs about every 10 minutes between the dock and downtown. The shuttle will drop you off at Harrigan Centennial Hall, which is the main visitor centre right on the waterfront near downtown. If your ship anchors, the tender ride is only about 5 minutes to the heart of town. Either way, you'll soon find yourself in a place that feels nothing like the other Alaskan cruise ports. Once in town, getting around is pretty straightforward. Downtown Sitka is compact and flat, perfect for exploring on foot. You won't have to fight through crowds here. Sitka is rarely overwhelmed with cruise ships, making for a more authentic Alaskan experience. Picture this: a harbour dotted with islands, an extinct volcano in the distance, and a town where Russian architecture meets native Alaskan art. Sitka has a history unlike any other Alaskan port. It was the capital of Russian America until 1867. Yes, Russia once owned Alaska, and before that, it was home to the Tlingit people for thousands of years. Start your exploration on Lincoln Street, the main thoroughfare through downtown. Here you'll find a fascinating mix of Russian and native Alaskan influences side by side. The most iconic landmark is St. Michael's Cathedral with its green onion domes and golden crosses. This Russian Orthodox church was originally built in 1848, and although the current structure is a replica after a fire in 1966, it contains original icons and artifacts saved from the flames. A small donation is requested to enter, but it's worth it to see the stunning interior. Nearby is Castle Hill, a small hill with a big history. It's where Russia officially transferred Alaska to the United States in 1867. The original castle is long gone, but the viewpoint offers spectacular panoramas of Sitka Sound and the harbour. But Sitka's history isn't just Russian. It's deeply rooted in native Alaskan culture too. Just a short walk from downtown is Sitka National Historical Park, Alaska's oldest national park and home to an incredible collection of totem poles. Walking these trails feels almost magical. Towering Sitka spruce trees create a cathedral-like canopy, and around every bend you'll encounter another intricately carved totem pole telling stories of Tlingit and Haida heritage. Start at the visitor centre to learn about the 1804 Battle of Sitka between the Tlingit and Russians, then follow the mile-long loop trail through the park. The trail follows the coastline part of the way, offering beautiful views of Sitka Sound. The best part? The park is completely free to visit. It's about a 15-minute walk from the visitor centre downtown, and it's worth every step. While in the park, don't miss the Russian Bishop's House, one of the few remaining examples of Russian colonial architecture in North America. Rangers offer guided tours of this 1843 building that once housed the Orthodox bishop. From human history to animal encounters, Sitka offers some of Alaska's best wildlife viewing opportunities. The Alaska Raptor Center is a rehabilitation facility for injured birds of prey, particularly bald eagles. Alaska has the highest concentration of bald eagles in the world, and inevitably, some get injured. Here, you can see these majestic birds up close as they recover. The highlight is the Flight Training Center, an enormous indoor aviary where birds practice flying again before being released back into the wild. Beyond the eagles, you'll meet owls, hawks, falcons, and ravens, each with their own recovery story. Staff members give informative presentations throughout the day, explaining their work and introducing you to the resident raptors, birds that can't be released but serve as ambassadors for their species. The centre is about 1.5 miles from downtown, so it's walkable if you're feeling energetic, but most people take a tour or taxi. Admission costs about $15 per person, with proceeds supporting their rehabilitation work. If birds weren't enough, Sitka offers an even bigger wildlife encounter that you won't forget. Fortress of the Bear is exactly what it sounds like. A place where you can see brown and black bears up close in a safe environment. But it's not a zoo. It's a rescue centre for orphaned bear cubs that would otherwise be euthanized. Set in a converted pulp mill, the facility features naturalistic habitats with viewing platforms that put you just feet away from these enormous creatures. You'll see bears playing, swimming, and interacting. Behaviours you'd be lucky to glimpse from a distance in the wild. The guides share each bear's rescue story and educate visitors about bear conservation. It's both entertaining and heartwarming to see these animals get a second chance at life. Located about 5 miles from downtown, you'll need transportation to get here. Most visitors come as part of a tour that combines multiple attractions, but taxis are also an option. Ready to get out on the water? Sitka's real magic happens where the land meets the sea. Sitka sits on the outer coast of Alaska's Inside Passage, making it one of the best places to see marine wildlife. A boat tour here offers something the other cruise ports can't match: direct access to the open Pacific Ocean. Smaller tour boats take you into Sitka Sound, where you're likely to see sea otters floating on their backs, often with babies on their bellies, humpback whales breaching and bubble net feeding, stellar sea lions lounging on rocky outcrops, bald eagles soaring overhead, harbour seals popping their curious heads above water. Many tour operators even offer a wildlife guarantee. If you don't see at least one type of whale, sea otter, or bear, you get a partial refund. The smaller boats allow for a more personal experience than your cruise ship wildlife viewing, getting you closer to the action with naturalists who know exactly where to find the animals. These tours typically last 2 to 3 hours and range from $100 to $150 per person, but they're consistently rated as the highlight of many visitors' Alaskan vacations. If you'd rather stay on land but still crave natural beauty, Sitka has you covered. Sitka is surrounded by the vast Tongass National Forest, the largest national forest in the United States and one of the world's few remaining temperate rainforests. For hikers, the Harbour Mountain Trail offers spectacular views for those willing to climb. The Gavin Hill Trail is another popular option with panoramic vistas of Sitka Sound. For a gentler experience, the Sitka Cross Trail cuts through the heart of town through beautiful forest landscapes with minimal elevation gain. It's perfect for a quick nature escape without venturing too far. Silver Bay, just south of town, offers beautiful mountain views and a chance to spot wildlife along the shoreline. On clear days, you might even see the perfect cone of Mount Edgecumbe, a dormant volcano that looks eerily similar to Japan's Mount Fuji. After all this exploring, you'll need to refuel. Sitka offers some of Alaska's freshest seafood. Ludwig's Bistro, Mediterranean-inspired Alaskan seafood in a cozy setting Bayview pub. Casual spot with great burgers and local beer beak restaurant. Farm-to-table cuisine featuring seasonal ingredients Sitka Hotel Restaurant. Classic Alaskan seafood with harbour views. While in Alaska, you simply must try fresh halibut, king salmon, or Dungeness crab. The seafood here was likely swimming just hours before it hit your plate. A freshness you can absolutely taste. For a quick snack, pop into Harry Race Pharmacy, an old-fashioned soda fountain serving up homemade ice cream and milkshakes since 1955. Now for some practical tips. Weather: Sitka is wet. Very wet. It gets about 86 inches of rain annually, so bring a waterproof jacket even on sunny days. Money: most places accept credit cards, but smaller vendors might be cash only. Time: Sitka is compact enough that you can hit the major attractions in 4 to 6 hours. Shopping: for authentic souvenirs, check out the Sitka Rose Gallery or Windsong Designs for local art and native Alaskan crafts. Cruise ship crowds: if multiple ships are in port, hit Totem Park or the Raptor Center early, then explore downtown later. Sitka isn't like the other Alaskan cruise ports, and that's exactly why it's special. It hasn't surrendered its soul to diamond shops and mass tourism. Instead, it offers an authentic slice of Alaska's complex history and natural beauty. Where else can you stand in a Russian cathedral in the morning, watch brown bears play in the afternoon, and spot sea otters from a hiking trail by evening? This blend of cultures, history, and wildlife makes Sitka not just a great port stop, but one of Alaska's most distinctive communities, a place where you can actually feel what Alaska is all about. So next time someone asks, "Is Sitka worth visiting?" tell them, absolutely, it's the real Alaska. Like this video? Hit subscribe to Travel Day Trip Ideas and Cruise Smarter. Check the description below for our curated list of local Sitka tours that can save you a lot of money compared to booking through your cruise ship for the same tours. And don't forget to click that next video. We've got more Alaska ports to explore and more tips to save your cruise. Catch you in the next port. Happy sailing.